I'm super excited to be joined by Otis. He's here from Sony Electronics to show you their very first tablet. Thanks so much for coming back, Otis.
Thanks, Drew. Good to be back.
So what do we got?
We got the Sony Tablet S. This is our first introduction into the tablet market, and we really took the time to consider how a customer uses it. First of all, when you first look at this, you'll see the design is very unique. Most tablets are simple square or rectangular shaped devices. What we did here is we created this little loop here. It's like folding over a magazine. The point of that is to center the weight closer to your hand. So a lot of tablets have center weight right in the front. We put this right off to the side here, so it's very comfortable when you hold it in either hand.
And then I assume it's easier to type as well since it's a little bit elevated.
With the incline back there, of course, makes it very easy for popping it up and typing on.
And it's running the Android 3.1 Honeycomb, right? Mm-hmm. But there's been a lot of hype around 3.2, so will it support that? It
will. As soon as 3.2 becomes available, there'll be an easy over-the-air update that'll work on this device.
And I know it's new, but I have read a couple reviews. They described it as a swift and smooth experience. Elaborate more on that.
So what the swift and smooth experience really deals with how it interacts to your touch. First of all, we took the capacitive screen and we engineered it so that it's even quicker response time when I slide between screens, and you just see that smooth interaction right there. Same as well with web pages. When I'm loading a web page and I just see how easy it reacts. And you also notice the speed at which it reacts, or how fast it loads that web page. This is something we put on there called Quick View, which just really makes a better experience when browsing the web.
Yeah, no one has patience these days, so it's nice to know it's instant to your feedback there. Is it going to work with the other electronic devices that you might have?
It is. We really wanted to create a device that would help you rule your living room. And part of that aspect is things like DLNA. DLNA allows you to connect devices and share content between them. So for example, if you have a TV in your house that's DLNA and you have your tablet in there, I can be watching a video on here that I've captured, and I can throw it up to my TV. Same with pictures. I can also take music that I've transferred onto my tablet and throw it to speakers in my house wirelessly. In addition to that, this is the only Android device 3.1 right now that has an infrared remote control. The amazing part about that is I can control any device that has infrared capabilities. So inside my house, my TV, my cable box, even if I have a fireplace that runs infrared, I can control it from this device.
Yeah, it's definitely going to replace a lot of all those remotes that are sitting around in your living room.
Right.
The social aspects when you have a tablet are so important. So have you guys integrated all the fun social stuff?
We did. We started working on some apps that were built for social networking, like Foursquare, which is a great app for sharing your location. In addition to that, we've got a social feed reader on here that does Twitter and Facebook. And we've made it very easy for sharing content, either via email or uploading to a social site. And some of the most common things that you share are videos and pictures. So we've put two cameras on here. On the screen side, we have a VGA camera. The VGA camera allows you to be able to do video chat. So if I'm on Google Chat and I want to be able to watch somebody else and they can see me, it's great for keeping up with friends and family. On the back side here, I have a 5-megapixel camera. And because Sony is such a great digital imaging company, we made this with XMR mobile sensor, which makes it great for taking pictures in low light situations. And then I can upload that or share it with family and friends.
Well, that sharing aspect's really important. So I know it comes in 16 and 32, and then it has an expandable memory slot as well, right?
Right.
So walk us through how easy is it to take data on and off?
So it's very simple. We created an app for that as well too, called File Transfer. And you just drop your SD card in here and a window pops up and says, do you want to transfer the files? Now I can take this SD card either from my computer where I put files on it, or I can take an SD card out of a camera, toss it in there and transfer those pictures or videos onto my tablet so I can view them on there. I can also do the same way, taking content off of this.
What about the apps for it?
Applications on this, we have preloaded great content. We have the Sony Entertainment Video Unlimited and Music Unlimited, which gives you access to thousands of movies and TV shows and also 6 million songs on the Music Unlimited application. And in addition to those great Music Unlimited and Video Unlimited services, we also have Crackle on here, which is our sister company, which has thousands of movie titles and TV shows that you can watch for free right on the device.
And I understand that you guys have a bunch of people behind the background making sure that the apps that you're going to put on this are going to work well.
We do. What we do is kind of a recommendation app. It's called Select App. Now, when you go into your Android marketplace, there's a lot of people use the reviews to determine whether or not they're going to download something or if they're going to use an app. The caveat to that is the fact that a lot of these other users may be using their app on a different device with a different version, and so the reviews you get may not always be acceptable to how that particular app will work on your tablet. So we've got a group of people that are sitting back there figuring out the best apps that are trending or looking at apps that they think are really going to be successful, and we test them on our tablet, and then we give recommendations of like, this is a great app and it's been given the stamp of approval to work on this device, and it links you right to the Android store. Otis,
we're about out of time, but do you have any parting thoughts?
Just the fact that the Sony Tablet S, when we designed this, we really kept the customer in mind. It's got a fantastic design. We kept the performance really fast and very smooth. Not to mention, we've preloaded it with a ton of great content, and we've made it so that it can rule your living room connecting to all your great devices. It's really a great collection of all our technologies folded into one.
Seems like a no-brainer to me. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Joe.
It's the Sony Tablet S, and it's available right now at buy.com.